In KZN, where did I go? Of course, King Shaka International Airport, an airport that is a hive of activity, and of course the airport that's going to be receiving all of the dignitaries that are going to be attending the conference that kicks off this morning, where regional representatives like our own AXA are coming to discuss different policies and the runnings of airports here in Africa, and also some visitors from offshore. Well, let's talk to the person who's going to perhaps be seeing everybody first, or who has already seen everybody, the General Manager of King Shaka International Airport, Terence Delomoney. Welcome. So nice to have you on the program again. Last time we spoke was 4 years ago at the opening of King Shaka.
Leanne, I'm glad you can remember that.
Yeah.
And it's been 4 years that has gone by so quickly.
Yeah.
And lots has happened since then.
Yeah.
So
that's the baby of our airports, because that's the newest. It's I suppose the sparkliest airport we have, because during 2010 all of the other airports were revamped and changed and whatever, but this was rebuilt, and I mean it was a great project that was undertaken, so it's been a success.
It has been, and if you look at it, that airport was built in a period of 33 months. We were ready for the World Cup. We started operating about 6 weeks before the World Cup, and it was the first greenfields project that we did as the Airports Company South Africa, and we're really proud of it. Obviously now it's about making it work and getting it to be financially feasible and all the good stuff that goes with it.
Yeah. Now, I think one has to look at it this way. You are hosting your competition because everyone from all over the region is arriving here. So King Shaka is really under the spotlight. Are you doing anything different, or is it business as usual?
No, I think we've got to continuously look at how we do things differently. And maybe we don't necessarily see it as competition. For me, it's about an opportunity to collaborate with our counterparts on the African continent. Obviously, from an airports company perspective, we're looking at how we can increase our footprint, because I think we certainly are the leading airport in Africa, or leading airports authority. If you look at King Shaka, Cape Town, OR Tambo International Airport, we recognize as the top 3 airports in Africa. So I think it's an opportunity for us to look at how do we do business with our colleagues in Africa? How do we learn from each other? What can we learn from them, and what can we share with them? And hopefully turn that into an opportunity for us.
Yeah. We talk about one of the top 3 airports in Africa, and I think the Deputy Minister was saying number 26 in the world when it comes to airport rankings, King Shaka International. That is a massive accolade, and I'm not sure South Africans are quite aware of how highly regarded our airports are around the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are part of the international benchmarking that is done by ACI. And through that, we have 3 of our airports that are between number 22 and 28 in the world. So that's fantastic. Yeah. And again, it's one of our aspirations to be a world-leading airport authority. And I think the work we're doing is extremely good. But it's always about learning. It's about learning from our counterparts. And events like this makes us understand where we are in the world and what can we do better, and how can we continuously improve what we have.
What are some of the challenges on a day-to-day basis in an airport?
Well, listen, I think if I'd look at King Shaka, and probably let me speak about King Shaka International Airport, one of the key aspects is actually to grow the business and to get more passengers into the airport. But it's very directly linked to how the economy is at the moment. So I think we're putting a lot of focus in terms of building that. But from an operational point of view, I believe the focus on safety and security is quite key. So that's where we'll always keep our focus, but actually to get the service standards up to a level is quite key. And I think some of the challenges are that in an airport, it's not only AXA or the Airports Authority that's managing the system. We are a grouping of various entities, and it's about getting everybody on the same page and getting the synergy amongst all of the stakeholders that operate at the airport. Yeah. Now, Leanne, if you come through an airport and if you're unfortunate enough to have a bad experience, you're not going to say it's that entity that did it. You'll think about King Shaka as having it. So it's about getting everybody on the same page. I think that's probably the key challenge that we have. Yeah.
Terence, just finally before I let you go, you're opening this particular conference today. You, I suppose, are going to be setting the tone. What are you going to be saying? What's the message you would like to portray?
Well, I think it's about collaboration as the key to it. I really believe Africa is the fastest growing area in the world. And it's then to understand how do we, as the airports company of South Africa, collaborate with our partners on the African continent to actually make the airports in Africa at a standard that we can all be proud of. Because it's not only about South Africa as a country, it's about the region. If we can make our region more attractive, I think it will be good for all of us. So it's about that, the collaboration.
Awesome. Terence, thank you for talking to us. Good luck, and we wish you all the best going forward with us. Terence, of course, is the GM of King Shaka International Airport. That's the airport that you arrive at if you're visiting here, KZN, whether it be going to Umhlanga, where we're broadcasting from, Durban, Ballito, Umhloti, out on the south coast, or anywhere here. This is where you come through. So it's good to be chatting to you. All right, let's take a break here.